there are two ways to solve this. One, we can use algebra and actually just FOIL it, right? And that's that first, outer, inner, last, right? So something like this, right, is a quadratic, yeah? So what we have to do is expand it. So like the most common and correct answer I see is picking something like D, because people do the square the 3z and square the -2 and pick D. But don't forget that we have to expand this, right? So we have to do 3z minus 2, 3z minus 2, and we're going to have those middle terms, right? Which means that A and D are already going to be gone, right? I know I'm going to get those like outer and inner terms, right? So now, I mean, if you don't even want to go through and FOIL it, you could actually go through and go, okay, well, I know it's going to be 9z squared, right? I'm going to get rid of B, right? And then it's going to be -2 times -2, which is going to be +4, which actually is left in C and E. But so now we have to figure out what that middle term is going to be. The middle term is going to be the outer, right? 3z times -2, which is -6z, and the inner is going to be -6z, which is going to be -12z, and that is going to be answer choice E, right? Another thing we can do is just pick a number for this, right? So let's say z is 1, right? I'm going to make z equal to 1, and then I'm just going to plug 1 in for the instance of z in the question stem, right? And that's going to give me 3, we'll put a parenthesis, 3 times 1, which we're making z, minus 2, right? And that's going to be 3 times 1 is 3, minus 2 is 1, right? Now, I can take this 1, or sorry, I want to take the z and plug it into the z's in my answer choices. Whichever one spits out that it's 1 must be the same, must be the answer because it's equivalent to it, right? So if I look at A, it would be 3 times 1 minus 4, which would be -1. If I look B, it would be 3 minus 6 minus 4, which would be -10 plus 3, which would be -7, right? If we look at C, it would be 9 minus 6, which would be 3 plus 4, which would be 7, and we know that's wrong anyway. D would be 9 plus 4, and that's not 1. And E would be, right, 9z squared, 9 times 1, minus 12 times 1, plus 4, which is 9 minus 12, which is -3, plus 4 equals 1. And that one checks out. So we could have done the algebra, or if we're a little confused on how to do quadratics, we have a variable in our question, and that same variable in our answer choices, so we can assign it a number. Answer choice E.